Ready?
The ERC funding really changed my research career and really is something I'm extremely grateful to have been lucky enough to have got, because it allows researchers the freedom to take lines of research in whatever direction you like. Serendipitous findings, you can probe that little bit further, find out that little bit more about what's going on. The project is called Tempest G, and it's all about how we can use patterns of sensory information, whether that be something we pick up through our eyes, through our ears. How can the brain use that information to move better or to move in different ways? In terms of the sport, the real interest is trying to understand decision making in real game contexts. What we did was turn to technology that would allow us to control what a player would see in a game context. Do they have extra perceptual abilities, or have they developed movement skills that allow them to respond in a different way than we can? We've been working with Ulster Rugby for the last 10 years. They've been very kind to send their elite players to us so we can really understand their decision making. Now that we understand it, we feel that we can profile it, and we also feel that we can augment it. That offer them new opportunities to train the brain in a new way, something that doesn't currently exist in the world. We're currently looking to potentially spin out a company that would take our scientific know-how and develop this powerful technology that would use virtual reality to create in-game context, but have a powerful action analytics engine underpinning that allows us to draw out meaningful data about what players are actually doing.
In the Movement Innovation Lab here in Queen's University, one of the pieces of equipment that we use is the motion capture system, and that's made up of these motion capture cameras. And what they can do is record the positions of little reflective markers like this, and we can get really good detailed, fast images of how people are moving, how they're acting.
Part of the research we did in Parkinson's was trying to find a way to communicate or to convey to somebody with Parkinson's information that would help them walk that bit better. We came up with the idea of using ecological sounds, so sounds of action, such as walking along a gravel path. We used that to convey that additional information to somebody with Parkinson's so they could pick that up and their brains could use that to walk that little bit better.
We could put these markers on someone's feet, on their hips, on their shoulders, recording them while they're walking without any sounds or guides, and then also when they're listening to things like the footsteps on gravel, and look to see whether there's differences in things like the stability of their steps, or looking at the different patterns that they might make.
So the challenge now is, how do we get the research from the lab out into society so it makes an impact? A lot of the work around the sound, what we would like to be able to do next is maybe develop some type of app that can help people play these sounds when they're out walking so that they can improve how they move. The ERC themselves say it's all about the ideas, and I would thoroughly agree. It's that academic freedom to have those eureka moments and say, what if, let's look at this, and be able to carry it through. So that freedom is really great. It liberates the academic and allows the creative processes to come into research that I think are really important to advance knowledge.